What Bible do I carry with me every day? Well, the answer may surprise you. The last Everyday Carry video that I made, it really took off, and I was a little bit shocked at how many people were interested in seeing what I carried with me every single day as a pastor. But there was just one question that a lot of people threw at me, almost like an accusation. For example, great stuff, not sure if I missed it, but do you carry a physical Bible? Where is your Bible? I'd find a Bible pretty handy for a pastor, I'm just saying. No Bible? No physical Bible? Brother, I love the EDC, but I was really surprised to not see a Bible. I assume you have Logos on your Mac, YouVersion on your phone, and a Bible on your Kindle, but no hard copy? What? So let's talk about that. I love the Bible. I've got tons of them. Here's a table just filled with a bunch of the Bibles I have, and I've got much more than this. I've got kind of an absurd collection of them. I love Bibles, but I don't always have it with me in my bag. You see, this is the Bible I carry with me every single day. It's a phone. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy, but that's my everyday carry Bible. Now, I have Bibles every single day, everywhere I go, but this is the one that I always have on me. Some people say, well, that's not a Bible. Well, yeah, it is. And it's many other things as well. But the primary Bible that I use every single day, which I almost always have with me, is the Logos Bible app. It is the best. It really is. I love it. I found that there's just nothing else like it. There is no other Bible app out there that I've found that is as powerful as Logos is. Now, I've got no problem with having a physical Bible, as you can see just by some of the ones I own here. I have lots of physical Bibles, but this is the one I carry with me all the time. And it almost seems like there's some sort of like backlash towards me, like I'm somehow like not as spiritual because I read my Bible on a glass screen rather than on printed paper. And to that I say, well, just show me a Bible verse that says that I can't read and study the Bible on my phone, my tablet, my computer. Where does it say that in Scripture that it has to be here? I could carry a leather-bound Bible, and sometimes I do. The one that I like to bring with me for hospital visits is this one. I love this one. I bring it with me often to hospital visits or when I'm going out to meet with people. It's a great, solid Bible. This is the ESV thin line. It's this beautiful buffalo leather. I love this thing. It's a great Bible, and if I had to carry one all the time, this might be one of the ones I choose. Here is the Bible that I use to preach with. This is the ESV Preaching Bible. I love this Bible. It's huge, it's thick, there's some gravitas with it when you bring it up on the stage with you, up on the pulpit, and you hold up this Bible. I love it, and it's great. It's beautifully laid out with larger font and single columns, so when you're preaching from it, it just looks and feels great. Love this Bible. Use it all the time. But when it comes to the Bible that I always carry and I read and I study and I mark up and take notes every single day, it's Logos. Now, you don't have to agree with me. You can use whatever Bible you want. My prayer is that whatever Bible you use, that you revere it and you love it as much or even more than I do. But Logos is my go-to. I've just found that it's just so functional. It's so powerful. Now, if you're interested in Logos, I want to tell you something really, really cool. Logos reached out to me a little while back, and they asked me if I would like to help them put together a Logos bundle based on my favorite resources. And I was just absolutely thrilled when I heard this. I said yes. So if you go to logos.com/ProPreacher, you can actually get a Logos bundle with some of my favorite resources. And something that I think is really cool, and I think you'll appreciate as well, that they just released all of my books in the bundle as well. So you can go get my book, Preaching Nuts and Bolts. You can go get my book, Preach and Deliver, and a bunch of other great resources all bundled together. It's normally would cost thousands of dollars if you got all the resources individually, but you can get it all together for a discount. It's really great stuff. If you were just starting there, check it out. So you can get my preaching books and a ton of my favorite resources to get started with Logos. Some of the Bibles in there, you'll get the ESV, CSB, NIV, the KJV, the NLT, and some others. It's great. Those are a lot of my go-to Bibles that I reference. The study Bibles, you can get the CSB Study Bible Notes, the Faith Life Study Bible Notes, and the Reformation Study Bible, which is R.C. Sproul's one. All great study Bibles for quick references. Some of the commentaries included are the ESV Expository Commentary Set, which is a great great resource for preachers, especially if you're preaching expository verse by verse all the way through books of the Bible. You get the Pillar New Testament commentary, which is fantastic, one of my favorites, and the Tyndale New Testament and Old Testament commentary series, which are some of my go-to commentaries as well. Plus, you're going to get a bunch of Greek and Hebrew tools, a great set of other preaching books, including my own, and I'm just excited to see my stuff on Logos. It's kind of a wow to me. I can't even believe that's happened. Huge honor. And you also get a preaching course and some pastoral counseling tools, and you get Schaff's 8-volume history of the Christian church if you're interested in church history, and a whole bunch of other things. So this is a really great library. If you're a pastor and you're a preacher, you're just starting out with Logos. Logos is powerful, but you also got to get some powerful resources. So this is one that I would recommend. I put this together with them. Couldn't include everything I want to include because we didn't want it to cost $20,000. But for this price that they have it at, you get a ton of great resources to start your library in Logos. It's really all you absolutely need. Yeah, if you're new to Logos, there's a subscription to use it. You can use a free version as well, but it's worth it. And yes, if you don't want the subscription, and you don't have to, you can get all the latest features and updates if you subscribe, but you can still use Logos for free if you don't. So check it out, logos.com/ProPreacher. See, I love all these Bibles. I mean, this is one of my first Bibles, believe it or not, this little tiny guy. And this was a great pocket Bible. I used to carry this with me in my bag everywhere, especially all through Bible college. It's a little pocket NIV. The text is so tiny. It is so tiny that some people, as you're getting older, won't be able to read this. I can still read it, though. That's nice. And this was a great little NIV pocket Bible. This got me through Bible college. I had a study Bible that I used. This was the Life Application Study Bible. Again, Bible college. This is the one. I was an NIV guy early on, and this thing has been beat up. It's seen better days. It's starting to rip here, but this got me through a lot of my Bible college classes. Great, solid study Bible, the Life Application one. As I got older, and as I studied more, went to seminary, learned more of the original languages, the Hebrew, the Greek, I realized that NIV it's a good translation. Not trying to knock the NIV, but I started leaning more towards the ESV because it's just a little bit more close to the original language, a little bit more accurate in many ways, and it's in the tradition of the King James, and just a very, very beautiful, very solid translation. I really do appreciate it. There's no perfect translation out there in the English language, but tons of good ones, and ESV is the one I lean in. So I switched to more ESV Bibles. This was the next study Bible that I went with, naturally, the ESV Study Bible, one of the best out there, great notes, highly recommend it. Even if you're not an ESV person, the Study Bible is fantastic. This is an ESV single column legacy Bible. It's fantastic. It's a lot like the Preaching Bible, just a beautiful Bible. It's got some extra ribbons in there for when you're studying it. This is the one I keep with me at the house. So at my house, I always have this Bible, great Bible. At the office, I've always got this Bible, fantastic Bible. I also keep this one at my office because this is just great for if I need to go somewhere quick, throw it in my bag and go. I can grab it if I need it. I got all my study Bibles, but man, my go-to is Logos. This is the one I use most. When I'm reading this one the most. I've got my reading plan in here. Every day I open up my reading plan and I pick the day that it is. It automatically opens up where I'm at. I read through it. I hit next. I read the next section. I highlight it. I take notes. It's just beautiful. And I love that it's got quick access to all my commentaries, all of my study Bibles, thousands of resources that I have in Logos that I've accumulated over many years. It's got access to all the Greek and the Hebrew tools that I use when I want to really dive into the language. And it's just quick and effective and powerful. I love the new AI search. Now, AI, I've talked about this before, should not be used for creating content for sermons. Absolutely terrible. Don't let AI write your sermons. But as a research assistant, fantastic. They've got AI search tools now included in Logos. It's right on my phone now too. I've also got it on my computer. That's even more powerful too. It's great. But the search on your phone is great. And here's the thing about AI search. When you're using like a regular Bible search, you might have to search the exact word and you'll find that exact word being used. But if you're looking for something more complex, AI can actually distinguish that and find Bible passages that a normal Bible search will not pull up for you. It's fantastic. Like, for example, the other day, I was doing a search for a sermon I was doing about speaking and listening. So I didn't just want Bible verses about speaking. I also wanted Bible verses that referred to the difference between speaking and listening. So when I did that search in the AI Smart Search, it didn't just pull up things that said speaking or just listening. It said far more than that. Yes, you get the James 1:19, be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger, of course. But you get verses like Proverbs 18:13. If anyone gives an answer before he hears, it's his folly and shame. A lot of other Bible searches out there without AI wouldn't pull up that verse because it doesn't use the exact keywords of speaking, listening. It says hears, it says it gives an answer, but the AI can recognize the context and still find it. There's so many resources in here that are so great. The AI search, you can actually write your own sermons. You can have your sermon notes in there. I mean, there's so much more in there that I've gotten into in other videos, and maybe I'll make more, but this is it for me. When I'm doing my daily reading, it's on my phone. You can judge me if you want, okay? I've read it in the Bible. I still do read in the Bible. One time I got that ESV, like Reader's Bible edition. I left that in my church office. It's still in there, but it's because it's big in a box set. And it's multiple books just reading through the whole Bible. It's beautiful. I spent a whole year just reading through those. That was great. So I love the Bible. I have Bibles everywhere, so don't judge me, but when it comes to go-to as far as the most powerful, quickest resource that I go to over and over again and find myself going to it's Logos. That's where I go. So there it is. That's my go-to Bible. Judge me if you want, but this thing is so powerful. So there you go. That's my daily, everyday carry Bible. Love the Bible, but this is the most powerful one. And if you want to check out my resource, go for it. It's logos.com/propreacher. Hope you check it out. Hope you enjoy it. You'll get my books on there. You'll get everything in there. It's great. And if you don't, that's fine. Use the Bible. That's what I want. This is what I use, but use the Bible. That's the most important thing. Whether it's on printed paper, whether it's on a glass screen. If you really want to get biblical, if you want to be super spiritual, you should probably just get some papyrus scrolls like Jesus used, okay? But that's where I'm at, right? Logos is powerful. I'll do some more videos on it, maybe more on how I use it. If you're interested, I'll show you some more of that stuff. So check it out if you want, or check out one of these awesome Bibles. I'm just trying to create videos and content and resources for you that might be helpful for you. So God bless. Keep on preaching.